Hello again, everybody. Welcome to the 80-60 rule. I'm Mark. I'm 60.
Greg, and I'm 80 years old.
That's right. Nice to see you, Greg. And
Likewise, Mark.
it is time for our special 4th of July edition of the New York Times quiz. Patriotism and controversy reigns. So start us off, Greg. Let's see what we got here.
Sweden and Finland were formally invited to join NATO this week, after which country dropped its objections? Belarus, Canada, France, Germany, or Turkey?
Turkey.
Turkey.
And then, you know what, though? At the beginning, when you were saying it, I couldn't hear the names of the country. So you said Ukraine?
No, Belarus.
Oh, okay. All right.
Canada, France, and Germany. Interesting. Let's talk a little bit. Turkey's an interesting country. He was more benevolent years ago than he is now.
Yeah.
And I think he realizes how Putin can go out of control.
Yeah. Yeah. Was it you who was telling me, like kind of on a lighter note, did you tell me something of that Turkey is thinking of changing their name?
They did change their name.
They did change their name.
Yeah.
What's their name?
Turkey with a QUE or something like that.
Oh, so it's not the English translation or the English word of Turkey. It's got like some sort of.
They don't want to be that.
Maybe it's low salt turkey.
I was surprised, Mark, that then hasn't been a test question.
Oh, it hasn't?
No.
Ooh, all right. Well, if it comes up, we're ready. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
All right.
Secondly, the Supreme Court overturned Roe versus Wade last week, limiting the constitutional right to an abortion. Which four of these states now ban abortion? Alabama, Alaska, Arkansas, Colorado, Illinois, Missouri, New York, or South Dakota. 4 of them.
So there's 4 of them?
Yeah.
That right away they had trigger laws that went into effect, right?
Right.
Okay. So South Dakota is one of them.
Right.
Missouri, Alabama.
Right.
I forgot what you said first. Who'd you say?
Alabama, Alaska, Arkansas, Colorado, and Illinois, and New York.
Arkansas.
Right. You got them all.
All right. Yeah. That one was easy.
Yeah. I like the governor. I think
unfortunately it was easy. It's too bad that I know.
Yeah.
You're right. I know. Yeah.
The governor's pretty good. He comes in and meet the press a lot.
Asa Hutchinson?
Yeah. All right. It was banned. It's been in it. Triggered bans and several others to take effect soon. Number 3, Disney, Meta, and Dick's Sporting Goods are among the companies that have done what in response to the Supreme Court decision to overturn Roe versus Wade. Got it?
Yep.
Instead, companies sponsor maternity leave for 12 months. Fired employees who attend protests in support of abortion rights. Implemented policies to control travel expenses for employees who need abortion. Open private health clinics near each of their headquarters. Be provided abortion pills through flexible health spending accounts.
I believe it's the transportation.
Correct.
Okay. So what they're saying is, since there's other states where the service is still going to be provided,
like Illinois,
we will pay for you to. Oh, that's a good one. From Missouri to Illinois, we'll pay for your travel, and I think their lodging, right? I think so. So
it just says cover travel expenses. I guess lodging is travel.
Yeah, I think it's included in that. So, it's going to be interesting to see. That's going to be a whole nother separate thing of whether states are going to come down on that, because I've heard that they want to, some states, some of the more rigid states when it comes to this, want to even limit that, find it against the law. I don't know how they would enforce that. Right. I mean, if I'm driving somewhere, this is the United States. I can drive wherever I want.
Yeah.
So that one's a little bit scary as far as I'm concerned.
other said other companies, like, I never heard of this company before. Other than like Starbucks,
Airbnb.
Airbnb, yeah, Airbnb, yeah,
Do you know what that is?
Huh?
Airbnb, you know what that is?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Which is the one you've never heard of?
Patagonia.
Oh, Patagonia is like, the North Face, those jackets, they're a clothing. The North Face is one of the bigger ones. Eddie Bauer.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that sort of deal. Patagonia, a lot of outdoor camping sort of stuff. So yeah, they've been at the forefront of sort of defending those sort of rights for a long time. They're a pretty progressive company.
Since I'm reading on, would you stay at an Airbnb place?
Sure, I've done it a lot.
Have you?
Yeah. Airbnb and also the VRBO. I don't know what the difference is, but we've done the VRBO stuff a lot.
Yeah.
Where yeah, sure I would. Sure I would. Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure.
In the ruling this week, the Supreme Court limited.
So wait. Since you asked, would you? I'm wondering what.
All that stuff is new to me.
Yeah.
I'm used to a hotel or a motel.
Right. Think of it this way. Somebody's got a summer home somewhere and they go out there, once a month.
Yeah.
Now, if you had that summer home and then all of a sudden this thing came along where you could rent it out,
right,
with just an app, like really easy, the other 3 weekends you're not there, all of a sudden that money pit thing or money drain became a money maker for you because you're able to kind of like do that. People should do that with boats. Don't they say that there's some sort of funny phrase about when you buy a boat, immediately you put it up for sale because you realize something like that. I wonder if people could do that with boats, like a Airbnb with a boat. I've got a boat, but then these days my boat's available.
Yeah.
We might be onto something. Let's do this. 80-60 boats.
Okay. And a ruling this week, the Supreme Court limited EPA's ability to do what? Fund tree planting campaigns, independently define clean water, regulate power plant emissions, restrict the amount of lead in gasoline.
Well, I thought I knew it right away, and then when you threw those, but it's got to be the emissions, I think.
Right.
Yeah. Let me ask you about that, because you're 20 years older than me. You remember smog?
Fine.
Smog, SMOG.
Yeah.
Smog used to be a bigger deal than it is now, right?
Right.
So, like growing up in Philly, was smog a deal? Was it an issue?
I can't remember, Mark.
All right, but I can remember pictures of Los Angeles, right? Where because of the valley there.
I remember that, yeah.
And I remember, growing up as a kid here in Chicago, I'd watch WGN with the Cub games, and when it'd be on the West Coast, I can remember in the early 70s them commenting about, a little rough on the players today because the smog levels are so high. You could see the haze when they pan. That's something that this generation of people have grown up without.
Remember the Eagles Bears game, the Fog Bowl?
Yeah, but that wasn't smog. That was.
Yeah, I know, but.
All right. So anyway,
That's a good point. It's
yeah. Okay. Next one.
Yeah, I'm getting to it.
Okay.
Cassidy Hutchinson, a former aide to Donald Trump's White House, testified to the House this week. Which 3 of the following statements did she make? Rudy Giuliani and Mark Meadows, Trump's chief of staff, sought for the roles January 6th. Senator Ron Johnson of Wisconsin wanted to deliver a list of fake electors to Mike Pence. C. Trump called Pence to ask if he was safe during the attack. D. Trump wanted security to let office supporters attend his January rally. And the last one, Trump wanted to join pressers at the Capitol building. 3 of them.
So how many are correct answers?
3.
So it's the last two.
right?
But then now I lost track of what you said first. I know it's not, it's the second one. It's about Meadows. Right?
Yeah, that's the first. Yeah.
Okay.
You're right. You're right.
Read the first one. What was it?
Rudy Giuliani and Mark Meadows, Trump's chief of staff, sought pardons to further roles.
Right.
February 6th.
Right. So all those things she testified to under oath.
Right.
Right.
Right. What did Israeli lawmakers vote to do this week? Begin trade talks with Iran, build a tunnel connecting Israel to Cyprus, cancel all elections until the economy recovers, declare the coronavirus defeated, dissolve the parliament.
It has something to do with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, I think. Did you mention that one?
No,
I'm joking. I think it's dissolve the parliament.
correct.
Right.
You
Are you
think?
even listening? Are you even listening to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just
All right.
I thought you were serious.
No.
Okay. You said begin. I said begin trade talks with Iran. You think secretly Iran might have trade talks with Israel?
Secretly, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, secretly.
Secretly.
Like double secret
Double secret.
probation. Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting. You never know what goes on,
Right.
right?
Right.
Darren Bailey, a far-right state senator, won a Republican nomination for Illinois governor, who spent near $35 million to boost Bruce's candidacy. Governor J.B. Pritzker, Democrat, and a Pritzker-funded Democratic Governors Association. B. MAGA PAC, a Donald Trump aligned super PAC. C. Oprah Winfrey, the talk show host. D. Peter Thiel.
Oh, wait.
Oprah Winfrey, Peter Thiel,
Okay.
Thiel,
Yeah.
Fox, the billionaires, and Tucker Carlson, the Fox News host. Who did it? I'm surprised at this. Only 50% got it right.
I think it's the Trump Pact.
Pritzker.
Wait, say it again. What?
Who spent your to boost? Darren Bailey, a far-right state senator, won a Republican nomination for Illinois governor, who spent nearly $35 million to boost his candidacy.
To boost what's the guy's name? His candidacy?
Yeah,
So
Bailey's
the
candidate.
Pritzker, the Democrat, spent
Yeah.
$35 million to boost the Republicans' candidacy.
Okay, correct.
Who was he running against? I forgot.
Irwin.
Oh, so he really wanted to run against this guy and not Irwin. So we boosted. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't
Wow.
like that. I don't like that.
Yeah, that seems a little, but that's kind of a common thing now. But that's a
you.
lot.
That's you. That's you.
Yeah, but that's a that shows you how much he's got. If he,
Yeah,
although
yeah.
that would have been his campaign, I think. I don't think it was private funds. It was his campaign.
Yeah, the Democratic governors, funded Democrat, and the Pritzker funded Democratic governors.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Now it's interesting. He was. They said he was in New Hampshire a couple weeks ago or last week.
Pritzker? Oh, look at that. Look at you with you got your spies out there in the early campaign trail.
I just read the news.
Trivia question. What's the small town in New Hampshire? What's the first one that votes every 4 years in the presidential election? It's got like population 6 or something. What's the
I
name?
don't know.
Dixville Notch.
Yeah.
Dixville Notch.
Okay, I don't know that.
All right.
I just know Concord, New Hampshire, right?
That used to be that was my radio name when I was a DJ in the 60s. Dixville Notch.
Were you? Yeah.
No. Go ahead.
Oh. I thought it was. Doctors detected CTE brain disease common in football players for the first time in American professional athlete. And the doctors, let me start over. Doctors detected CTE, brain disease common to football players for the first time in an American professional athlete in which sport? Badminton, basketball, golf, soccer, or swimming.
Soccer.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's soccer. The diagnosis marks a solemn milestone for MSL and has another note to a sport by growing chorus of concern about the health risks of playing the world's most popular game.
Yeah, yeah. And it's probably not like you think about when they head the ball. It's probably the jostling around of this, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, not every player goes like this every game. Things happen.
84% of that got it right.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Serena Williams returned to Wimbledon this week after missing a year of tennis because of an injury. What happened in her first round match? She defeated her sister Venus. I always forget who's the oldest one. I never could get this right.
I think Serena.
Serena, the one that's married to a multi-millionaire.
Well, they probably both are. I don't know. But Serena's the more successful. That's the one you probably see the most. Yeah. And successful meaning the most titles and
Okay.
Grand Slam wins and all that. So
She lost to the number 115 ranked player.
number 115?
115 ranked player.
Okay.
Her opponent retired from the match out of respect. She re-injured her hamstring.
She lost to the 115th player.
Right.
Yeah.
You got one more and you got them all right.
Really? Wow.
Here we go. All right. The world, the last one. The photo shows above shows Mr. Happy Face.
So back up a little bit.
The photo of a dog of a Mr. Happy Face, the Chihuahua mix. What title did he win last week? The dog. You know it?
Yeah. Best in show.
Huh?
Best in show.
World's best smelling dog. World's best smelling dog. World's happiest dog. World's slowest dog. World's oldest dog. World's ugliest dog.
Oh, ugliest dog. I'm gonna go with that.
You got it. You got them all right.
I think they do that that little thing every year right after the Westminster thing, because the Westminster Dog Show just happened, right? I think it's kind of a thing they do right after that, kind of like the Razzies with the Oscars. They do the worst movie right after the Oscars name the best one or whatever, but or right before. But
now I got 7.75 out of 11 right.
All right. Now I can't remember. I'll have to go back and check the tape. How much did we bet? Was it a substantial amount, or was it a gentleman's bet?
Since I lost, it was a gentleman's.
It was a gentleman's bet. All right. Okay. All right. Well, you're a gentleman. All right.
Thank you.
Happy 4th of July.
Likewise. Happy 4th of July to all our listeners.
And if you like what you saw, like it. If you didn't like it anyway. And we'd really love it if you subscribe. Okay.
If you didn't like it, just tell us why. We'll see we'll see so we can talk about it. Right?
Okay. All right.
If you like it, tell us why and say so.
Okay. All right. All right. We'll adjust. Okay.
I know. No, we're here to be facilitators. I don't know why I said that.
Right, because you always say that. That was pretty cool. Facilitators. Because you always say the art of conversation and compromise and
To bring people together. Yeah.
Right. It's a beautiful
We don't have to
thing.
agree with each other as long as we, say, hey, he's an all right person, but he's kind of messed up shoes, but he's okay.
Right. Right. Okay. Let's say goodbye. All right.
Goodbye, Mark. Thank you, Mark.
Okay. Goodbye, Greg. Thank you.